I was looking for anchored and didn't even know I was looking for anchored.
I was like, who is this woman? I need her in my life and I need her breathworks.
Before I joined Anchored, I did not truly believe that I was worthy of love and belonging and perfect just the way that I am. And I do now.
The first week, I think, of the program was just like feeling your feelings, like learn how to feel what a feeling is. And my mind was like absolutely blown. I was like, we have feelings in our body? What?
I was just unhappy and I couldn't put my finger on quite why. I knew that I was doing too much in general and too much for other people, but I never considered that perhaps I was doing too little for myself.
My first thought when I wake up every day was, what does my husband need? What do my children need? It's never, what do I want to do with my day today? You know, like it was never that. And I just was sad. And I realized like, I don't ever think about what I want to do, or if I have something planned, or I don't even make plans for myself. I don't think of myself ever. Now I ask myself when I get up, I ask myself, what do I need to do for me? And then let's see what other people need or what my family needs. But I need X, Y, Z today for me first. That was never the thought before.
What led me to join Anchored is extreme frustration with how I'd been living. I had been living my life for other people, not for myself. I would say Anchored has completely transformed my life. I can't emphasize more like how incredibly kind of mind-blowing the program has been, and the shift in how I understand myself, how I understand others, how I understand my relationships to others, how I understand my past, understanding like my habits of how I work in my present. And also the big mind-blowing thing has been to understand that I have the power to shape my future.
I can't think of a single part of my life that hasn't changed because of Anchored. By the end, I was like, wow, we got each other. And like, I really like have so much love for each and every person in this group.
To really be able to show up wherever you are, however you are, and say, this is what I'm desiring. This is where I'm trying to move or shift or come into, and have this space in a way that Vic has designed with all the really intentional pieces around it to say, this is a space where you can do that, is just really, really unique. And unlike any other format I've seen someone else offer. And for me, that was just what made the difference and made the time and financial investment 100% worth it.
So in the past, I wouldn't have my own back. Like I would get myself in situations that were not emotionally safe, not physically safe, and I'd go back for more. And you taught me how to pendulate. And I took, I don't know how many, on and off sessions to pendulate, to like just start journaling and like, oh, this doesn't feel good. So I was like, okay, done. Not pushing it, not thinking, oh no, Vic told me I need to do this, so I better do it and I'm going to do it right. And I just backed off and went back to it and just kind of pendulated my way all the way through that business. The Anchored group was so awesome. I mean, I would have anxiety about getting online, making the meetings, blah, blah, blah. Everybody was so supportive and it was so wonderful. And getting on to the calls, watching other people get coached helped me as well. I felt supported through the whole thing.
When I think about where I'm at today and I think about where I was before joining Anchored, I feel like there has been such a huge change, like an evolving, a shifting of who I am. I felt that I didn't know really who I was, and I feel like I was so external with everything and trying to please everybody or even prove myself to people. It's amazing to me to see how our thought patterns really have caused so much pain. I'm so grateful for this. I'm going to keep keeping on with being a part of this familia.
This isn't so you can talk about your problems. This is so you can change your life, how you change the way you think about things, the way you show up, and the way you want to be. Anchored will get you through so much of that. It will give you the tools that you need to make decisions for yourself on purpose, Plus, you get the somatic piece, and you get to take that for the rest of your life. So you're not investing in 6 months, you're investing in the rest of your life.
I felt like my body was craving something like Anchored. In Anchored, it was learning these new tools for how to help my nervous system, what to do when my body started vibrating or when things felt stuck. But it was also this validation about how much I could trust my body and how much I could trust my instincts. The people in Anchored are the nicest, most empathetic, kindest people. And I'm not necessarily a joiner. I'm a big introvert. So I was a little concerned about sharing too much or taking on other people's worries. But I think somehow you create this anchored container that feels safe to share.
For me, these were really profound shifts in who I am and how I function and how I see myself. And when you're doing that work, it's not easy. And Victoria is also really gifted at making you feel and believe that you can do it.
Before Anchored, I was very fearful to be in relationships. And so after Anchored, because my relationship with myself was so much healthier, I was able to show up in my relationships differently and create my own safety. But after Anchored, realizing how I was showing up codependently and how I was expecting other people to show up a certain way so that I can feel a certain way. And now when I'm in my relationships, I allow them to just be them.
Life is 50-50, right? You know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And I am grateful to Anchored because it helped me accept that.
Honestly, Victoria's coaching is a whole new level. It is amazing. It will blow your mind. It blew mine.
I'm so thankful for this program. It's amazing.
My life is better having gone through the Anchored program because I've gotten my time back. I've gotten my body back. I've gotten my mental health back. I've got a new community of people that support me and that I support.
It's so worth it. I can honestly say that coaching changed my life and saved my life. I can't even imagine not investing in myself.
For anybody considering working with Victoria, I would say go for it. It was something that I knew I had to do once I started reading about it and learning more about it. And for me, it was a big gift to myself and perhaps the first step pushing against codependency.
If you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling like you're going on this merry-go-round with your thoughts and you've been seeing patterns that you feel don't serve you, Anchored's for you. You don't want to miss it. It really has been life-changing for me, and it's something that I carry near and dear to my heart and will for the rest of my life. And it really will teach you what it means to love yourself.
The Anchored program is amazing, and I'm thankful every day that I've done it. Every day.